Hello friends, welcome back. It is time to plan out our meals for the month of March. We don't have a whole lot of sporting events going on this month. Things don't really ramp up till the very end of the month, so I'm planning on cooking at home a lot and not having to pack a lot of dinners or anything like that. It's also a good time to make some of our favorite winter meals because it's not quite warm enough. I could probably grill now, but we do still get snow and such. So the first meal that we're going to have is plain old spaghetti. Everybody likes it. Some of my family members like it with sauce, some don't. But with a nice loaf of homemade sourdough and some salad or something, this makes a really good dinner for everybody. And I just do very basic ground beef, jarred spaghetti sauce, mushrooms sometimes, and keep it simple. The next meal is sausage sheet pan dinner. This one is so incredibly easy. You can just chop up whatever veggies you have on hand. I like to do cauliflower sometimes, potatoes, and then I use the jalapeno cheddar sausages from Sam's Club and just start everything on a pan with some oil and some seasonings and let it go till it's done. It's perfect. Frito chili pie. My whole family likes this as long as I get Fritos to put in the bottom of the bowl. And then it's like a really thick chili you put on top, and then you do sour cream and cheese on top. I think it's like a southern thing. I don't know why it's called Frito chili pie, but I think it's like a southern thing. And then, of course, we have to have our traditional corned beef and cabbage on St. Patrick's Day. We've done that for as long as I can remember. We all enjoy corned beef, and I just do potatoes, cabbage, and the corned beef in the crock pot, actually, and everyone loves it. Tortellini, this is the tortellini from Sam's Club. I am not sure if I'm doing like tortellini primavera or if I'm just going to do like tortellini in some sort of sauce, so I can decide that the night that I make it. Bang Bang chicken, I have this at least once a month. It's my son Jericho's favorite meal. Everybody likes it. Slow cooker taco dip, I haven't made this one in a while, and I have white Velveeta instead of the yellow from Aldi that I would like to use, and so that will be a good dinner, and it's also a good lunch the next day. Grilled chicken salads. Only 3 of us will probably eat it like a salad, but you can deconstruct it very easily. You can have salad on the side and just a piece of grilled chicken, and that'll be fine. Red enchiladas, I am trying this recipe from a reel I found on Instagram. I think it's, what is it, Midwest Dad? No, Midwest Cooking? Something like that. I'll try to leave it in the description box if I can. But it looked good. I don't typically use corn tortillas, nor do I put refried beans in my beef enchiladas, but it looked really good, so we're going to give it a shot. Turkey meatballs. I just made myself a note that I already have the sauce in the freezer, and so all I have to do is make the meatballs and thaw out the sauce. Buffalo turkey sloppy joes. That's a family favorite as well. Not hard to make. And then, of course, we're going to do a whole chicken. We usually do that. I still have probably, 5 whole chickens in the freezer from my friend who grows them. So we'll do that, and we'll have some beer bread with that on the side. That's a really easy recipe and very delicious. It is terrible for you, but very delicious. Chicken shawarma is one that we didn't get to this in the month of February, and really, I think my family likes it only because I make the homemade naan, so I have to make the homemade naan with it. Lentil stew is a new recipe that I'm trying. I think I'm going to really like it. I think my husband will like it, and maybe one of my kids. So I'll probably make that one when some kids are not home for dinner. I have a bunch of odds and ends in the freezer that I would like to get cleaned out. Just, bunch of leftovers, not enough of any one thing to feed the whole family. So I'll just pull out a bunch of different options, and everybody can pick what they would like to have that night. Beef pot pie. I have some canned beef that I would like to get used up down in my storage room. And then also I have some lard that I would like to use for the crust. So I just made myself a note of that so I don't forget. Grilled chicken Alfredo. This is one of the easiest recipes that I make because I get the grilled chicken from Costco and freeze it. And so as long as that is thawed out, it's a really quick dinner. Lasagna soup. I've been making this one for forever. You can make it with ground beef or you can make it with Italian sausage. And then of course I'm going to make some homemade garlic bread to go with it because it's really good to dip in it. Beef tacos, we haven't had just plain old like ground beef tacos in a while, and I'm just making myself a note that I have to double that recipe. We are definitely in the era of doubling recipes to feed all of the 5 people in my house, but everybody's eating like adults, and my growing son is eating like 2 adults. Smash burgers times 2 for that same reason. Pioneer Woman pizza. This is just a different pizza crust than my like Detroit style deep dish, so everybody likes it. It's a good recipe. Cube steak. I also had to get like double packages of the cube steak, I know, because I think there's only like 4 steaks anyway in one package, and then that will make some leftovers for lunch the next day. And I love to serve that with mashed potatoes because it makes kind of a gravy in the crock pot. Jambalaya, this is also one that we didn't get to in the month of February, so I have everything for that. And then the last one is going to be beef stroganoff. We haven't had this one in quite a while. I do have one kid that doesn't like it, but that's okay. 4 out of the 5 is not bad. Now, if I write something on the snacks or the sides, it's because I need to do something special. Like it's not just salad on the side or something like that. Like for instance, the Caesar salad, I have to make that dressing ahead of time, so I just make myself a note. And then of course, all of the breads and stuff, I have to start that earlier in the day. You know, it's not as simple as like cooking up some vegetables as a side, which we have that all the time on hand. Now for some lunch ideas, I am doing an eating plan right now where I'm just trying to get in a lot of protein and trying to eat the protein first. And so for lunch, I make a couple different chicken salad recipes, but I can make any of those. Sub in a tub. This is like Jersey Mike's sub in a tub. It's delicious. Low carb pasta salad. You substitute like cauliflower and broccoli and carrots steamed for the pasta, and then you use all of the other ingredients. It's delicious. Pimento cheese, that's a good southern recipe. Summer sausage, my dad and my brother both got deer this fall and had them made into like sausage, and so I have some of that in my freezer that I would like to pull out for lunchtime. Snack plate is always an option, and then buffalo chicken dip. I will probably make that on the weekend because multiple people in my family like that, and that's a good like weekend lunch item. Dessert, I always have some stuff on hand. I always have brownie mixes on hand, the family size ones from Aldi, and then if you make it with avocado oil, it's the best. Apple crisp, I have some apple crisp fillings already made up in the freezer, and so I just need to put the topping on it, and then I need to get ice cream if we decide to have that. And then of course I always have ingredients on hand to make homemade chocolate chip cookies. For breakfast, I am making yogurt bowls again. My husband really liked those. It was like low carb yogurt with chia seeds mixed with fruit, and then you put the granola on top. Put them in the fridge, and then they're just like ready to go. He enjoyed those. Eggs and cottage cheese is mostly for me. I enjoy fried eggs with a side of cottage cheese. Sourdough bagels, of course, I home make those, and then homemade McGriddles. My son really enjoys, so I just got to make sure that I have everything for that. But those are all of the meals that we're having, plus some ideas for breakfast, lunch, sides, snacks, desserts. As always, I will try to have anything that is available online linked down below. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we will see you in the next one. Bye!